Hello everyone, this is the second part of the chapter The Special Prize from class 6. The headmaster looked at the shopkeeper at his face was crimson. The headmaster thought for some time that turning to Tapan he said, "Even so, you did was not right. If the shopkeeper is dishonest, it is for the government and the village panchayat to take up the matter. It is none of your business. Hold out your hand." Tapan received his 5 strokes from the cane. When he returned his class, the classmate looked at him and sniggered. So, headmaster was listening to Tapan very carefully as Tapan finished, and so headmaster replied that even so, this shopkeeper is dishonest. It is not worthy to be honest. So you are none. You are nobody to give him punishment. It is for the government of village panchayat who will look into the matter. There is nothing your business in this work. So if you have committed the crime, you just take your hands out. And he received 5. Okay, he received 5 stroke from the headmaster's stick. And when he returned to the class, as usual, as he entered, all the students were laughing on him. There was another incident a few days later. It concerned a fierce ox which was troubling the locality. It had got several people. If anybody approaches it with a stick, it would charge at them. Everyone was terrified of it. The effrontery of the animals roused Tapan's spirit. During the school break, he brought a stake and a rope, slowly approached the ox. Waiting for the right moment, he jumped on its back and put the rope in its mouth. If breeding a horse, the ox was taken by surprise. So what happens here? As after getting punishment, this matter was solved. But after a few days, as Tapan always used to do some kind of activity which always was harmful for him. So now few days after, what happens? There was a ox in the locality. Means that ox used to hit the people whosoever will pass by that. So he just thought that why would not I should try to approach this ox, and means I will try to save others. So one day he brought a stick and a rope for approaching that ox. So there was good intention of him for approaching that ox. There was good intention, but at last what happened? It will become means another matter. So as he was trying to taming the ox, waiting for the right moment, what he did? He jumped on the ox back, and he was taking him like a horse. Okay, when Tapan jumped on ox got surprised and tried to move like a mad. Weight on its back, it started stamping and buckling. Meanwhile, the school break got over. The child has resumed, but Tapan was busy taming the ox. So means ox got mad and it was moving here and there. So meanwhile, what happened? In the school break was over, all the students had lunch. Tapan did not even had the lunch, and he was just busy in taming the ox. He managed to keep himself on the back of Tozy, buckling Bronco, holding the rope firmly. Means he was firm that he will tame that ox. As much ox was jumping, he was going here and there. Tapan was just firmly hold the rope. The ox crashed into the school compound, then into the class of 7. The teacher and students were frightened. They scattered in all directions, shoving each other, pushing them away out of the classroom. In the rush, many of them stumbled and fell. The teacher, Rajni Saharia, managed to get out of the room and escape unhurt. So as school break was finished, all the students were studying in the room. So as on the other hand, what was going on? Ox was jumping and it was going here and there like a mad. So ox just went inside the classroom of 7th. When the ox just went inside of the room, all the students and teacher of that room got frightened. They got scared and they started to run away in all direction. So few of them got hurt also, and few of them just fell on the floor, and few of them got hurt also. So teacher Rajni Saharia whosoever teacher was there in the room, so she started to manage the student and try to save unhurt student from them. Glass panes were broken by the horns of the wildly prancing animal. Finally, bellowing desperately, the gauge ran into the field and then it ran away from the school without a back glance. There was another complaint lodged against Tapan, this time by the teacher Rajni Saharia. The headmaster flew into the race again. Only were the students hurt. Even the school building had suffered damage. The headmaster called Tapan again. So this time, as the means in the earlier first time that Haren the shopkeeper complained against Tapan. This time the teacher Rajni Saharia, who was teaching in the class 7th, when Ox went inside, so she complained against Tapan. And when the headmaster got listen about Tapan again, so he just got full with anger. He just called Tapan in a very aggressive way, because this time school property also got damaged, as the window pane was broken and paintage were come out, students got hurt. So headmaster got angered in a very aggressive way. Tapan appeared. On seeing him, headmaster temper boiled over. So as Tapan just entered in the headmaster room, headmaster was, you can say, headmaster temper boiled over. Headmaster temper raised. You are a wicked boy. Why did you lead the ox into the room? Speak up. The headmaster damaged and waving his stick. So headmaster is holding his stick. He is waving that. He is moving that, and he is asking that. Why did you do this? Tapan replied, head lowered, sir. I did not lead the ox into the classroom. I was only riding on its back to tame it. It suddenly ran into the room. So Tapan replied, but his head was down on the floor. He was completely sink down, and because he was scared that headmaster will beat him now. So he said, sir, I did not have that intention to hurt anyone. I was just trying to attract him, because he always used to hurt other people. I was trying to save them. I had no intention to hurt the students and as well as damage the school property. The Tapan received 15 stroke of. Here, the means headmaster did not listen him, did not care about his intention. He just beaten him. He again received 50 stroke of headmaster's cane. Means again he just got this beating by the stick. Headmaster again sniggered and ridiculed him. Again he scolded him. He was branded by the bad boy of the school, and people or students or teacher called him the bad boy of the school. Soon after, a notice was circulated in the school that Tapan was fined 55 rupees for damaging, as well as he got the beating, and in the same way he got the fine of 25 rupees. He was also told that he will be expelled from the school if he committed any offence in the future, and it was a last warning for him. Headmaster just said in a very clear words, if he will commit any mistake in the future, he has to leave the school anyhow. A few boys who came out in the classroom made face at Tapan. The same evening, headmaster returned home, and boys of his class was making faces on him and laughing on him. Okay. In the same evening, now this is evening time, all the students went home. Headmaster also returned to his home. So headmaster, when he returned home, he had tea and went out for a walk. Dusk was falling. He saw the schoolboy Tapan holding an old beggar woman hand, carrying his begging basket on his hand, walking alongside, jerking him were two boys named Naren, one who was in the first, and Mahesh. The old woman had fever. She could hardly walk, even alone carrying her basket. On seeing the flight of the woman, Tapan had lifted her basket, taking the old woman's hand and said, Granny, hold on to me. I will walk you home. So when headmaster was on evening walk, he saw that Tapan was holding a hand of old woman. Means that beggar woman had the fever and she could not walk properly. And Tapan, as he was a good boy, he was kind and generous boy, so he hold the hand of old woman and carry her begging bag on his shoulder and just trying to walk him to her house. But on the other hand, the other two boys of the school, Naren and Mahesh, was laughing on him and making fun of Tapan. When Naren and Mahesh saw headmaster, they saluted him and looked at Tapan in a very derisive smiles. So Tapan did not notice that headmaster is watching to him. Means he was doing the work as he was busy already. But Naren and Mahesh, they saw that headmaster is watching him. So they greeted to headmaster and just look at the Tapan in a very suspicious smile, because they were thinking that again now Tapan will get the punishment.